Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a player profile we have. A great interview in store with a guy that can only be summed up as one of baseball's best right here in the Valley.
Mhm.
And a little background. I mean, you were the one that booked this interview. Talk to us about Johnny Baseball.
Johnny Reyes as a Hubbard Eagle, he's going into his senior season, committed to play at the next level. We'll talk to him about that. But like you said, one of the best baseball players that the area and the YSN family has to offer. And we are so gracious to get him some time here in the middle of the school day.
And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we bring in the one, the only Johnny Baseball from Hubbard High School, the home of the Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Reyes. What's up, dude?
Going on, guys?
Dude, it is great to see your face. We were talking offline a little bit before the interview started. Hard to believe you're a senior. Has it caught up to you yet going into your last 9 weeks or in your last semester of being a high school student?
Oh yeah, just like last week, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like my last season of high school baseball. I'm like, no way, and it went by so quick. Everything. I only have 21 days left of school when I'm out of here, and it's like
Countdown is on.
coming
The
quick.
countdown is
buddy.
on. I love it.
Countdown's been on for a couple months now.
Yeah, like let's be honest. How
What's
long has that senioritis been kicking in? How long have you been kind of counting the days?
Oh, I've been like last week. I was like, oh, 21 more days, and I'm like done, and it's like I love it, but I'm gonna miss it so
for
much.
you? I mean, what have been some of the senior highlights that you've been able to carry this entire year?
For me, so like for this, we've only played 4 games so far. Like we're starting off a little slow, but we always pick it up, and hopefully everything just comes back to normal like last year, how we started off hot. And I just want to come back to that and just keep going steady and keep firing on all cylinders.
One of the things that we're asking players a lot this season, it seems like, is dealing with the ups and downs of weather and Mother Nature, and how you're dealing with the stop and go of the season right now. What are you doing to stay mentally locked in during these days where we don't know if we're having baseball or not?
Yeah, like today we were supposed to play Poland at Poland, but it's canceled. So like on like rainy days when the weather's terrible, I usually go to my facility. I hit up the tee, maybe call some guys to see if they want to come and hit, play catch. Just keep mentally focused on the game.
Not really a question about you. Is that Miles Garrett behind you over your left shoulder?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
What the heck are we doing there?
This is our new turf room we got built last year. It has it has T.J. Watt, Miles
Okay,
Garrett.
that's a little better to have TJ Watt in there. I feel a
Yeah,
little bit better about this. Okay. Um, in all seriousness, I mean, you talk about kind of dancing through the raindrops. The consistency just hasn't been there this year. You've been through years like this before. To be able to do the mental gymnastics that it takes to do this and play baseball and not necessarily know from day to day whether you're going to play or not. You said you're working in the tea room. You're working on how much of the team aspect do you think is kind of put off by having to do your own drills and having to like kind of keep yourself entertained, so to speak, while and stay up instead of just another day we're not playing. Like we get bummed
Yeah,
out that we're not calling games. I can only imagine the way that you feel when you're not playing, especially in your senior year.
yeah, it really is. It really like hurts because we want to play. We all want to play. Like we before like the game like during school we're all geared up. We pump each other up, and then it's like we get all mad because we can't play because of rain, but we can't like help it. So like we just say, oh, it's just another day. But sometimes we like have practice and like we practice like a game, like you should, and like we always pump each other up. We do live, and like the pitchers get into it, the hitters get into it, and so like we just stay locked in as a team always.
So, like you said, you get into it when you guys go live, and you have a great pitching staff. Who's the one that gives you the most trouble when you're trying to hit off them?
The one Braden Songer, the kid, he he's got a firm fastball, nice slider, everything. He has a good pitch mix. The next one's Gabe Rusnak. I mean, the kid, he's always been working on his pitch mix, always doesn't stop the grind. He just always everything. He loves the game.
Johnny, you guys are a close knit type family on this team. I mean, you guys always supporting each other, and seemingly, when push comes to shove, Hubbard's always going to be there. When it comes to the standings, when it comes to big games, you guys always seemingly coming through. For you, how has that kind of transpired over your career? I mean, you guys weren't always like this, but it seems like you got the right group. The Eagles are flying all in the same direction in that flying V.
Yeah, we always go in as like the underdogs. We have the mindset of the underdogs that we want to get this win, and like everyone sees us as underdogs. Like I think 2 years ago when we played West Branch, and I was on the team. Like everyone thought we were going to lose to West Branch because West Branch was so good, and then we came in there with a different mindset. We were all locked in, and we just wanted to get that. We were all hungry, just wanted to get it over with and just get it.
We've talked about the inconsistency of the weather. What is consistent is the stats you're putting up so far this year. Every recap we get for Hubbard baseball, your name's in it, and you're doing big things. What's kind of kept you working so far this year? What do you think's working so well to keep you consistent on the field?
Uh, Mostly it's just practice to keep the swing down, blocking, receiving, everything, helping out the younger guys, whatever they need, and just trying to keep the mechanics well. So when the game is here, like I know like what to do and everything.
I mean, naturally, you're playing one of the toughest positions in sports, if I had to say so myself. For you, what have been the bigger challenges of learning the position? What's been the bigger challenge of your leadership? Because you've had to grow your leadership as well, especially in the position of catcher. So, what have been the challenges that you've overcome along the way?
Uh, for me, I would say probably always blocking because I hate that, and as a catcher, you hate blocking. And then being a leader, I would say, because I have a younger kid, like he's a sophomore and he loves catching, he loves the game, and I just want to help him with everything and like try to make him good as me and give him all the techniques I know and everything.
Johnny, we said at the top of the interview you're going to be playing baseball at the next level. For the people that don't know out there, why don't you tell them where you're going and how you made that decision?
I will be attending the University of Grove City, and I made that decision pretty much on the spot because I loved the school once I got there. Seen like went in all the classrooms, everything, the facility, weight room, the field, and I loved it right there. And I told my mom and my dad, I was like, this is the place I want to go. And it was easier to make the decision because my travel coach is also the assistant coach, so
Makes
it
things a
was
little bit
pretty.
easier when there's
Yeah,
a
it kind of
familiar
felt like
face.
home because I've been with him so long, traveling all over the place. So
Uh, Well, you'll be joining the ranks of another familiar face from
Mm-hmm.
South Range. Tyler Wardle is there. So
yeah,
you guys will be able to link up and have that NE8 connection between you. To wear that G on your chest, to wear it on the top of your cap, that's got to be special for you. And obviously, anytime you're able to go and play at the next level, it's going to be special. But it's a different world. What things were driving you in the back of your mind of, am I good enough to play at the next level? Do I want to play at the next level? Do I want to continue what I've been able to do throughout my career? What things did you see? And was it always an option for you to play at the next level? And was that always something that you wanted to do?
yeah. Ever since I was little, I seen I had potential, and I just wanted to stick to it. And last year was really the year that I really locked in, like the weight room, like in the off season and everything. Worked on like the mechanics because I wanted to play in the next level, and like I had the passion too and everything, and I really wanted to play. And finally, all the hard work and the time in the cages, receiving, blocking, everything, it finally paid off, and I'm going to college.
And all of that hard work did pay off, and the dreams kind of came true. Talk about that moment when you realized Grove City wants me. I want Grove City. I'm going to be a college baseball player. What was the emotions going through your head at that moment?
I was so excited. Like I had like the biggest smile on my face. I looked over at my mom. She almost started crying, and it was the best feeling in the world. And telling my family, my friends that I'm going to college to play baseball, it was like everything to me. It was like hit my heart so much.
The thing that impresses me about the decision is, Grove City, great school,
Mhm.
not only for athletics but academics and faith. For you, what are you looking to study, and are you ready to go to church?
Yeah, so I'll be studying nursing. My whole family has been in the medical school and everything, so I want to follow in their footsteps. Three of my cousins are nurses, and I want to be the fourth. So
Keeping the
That's
family
awesome.
tradition alive. I like it.
yeah,
Was there ever like a notion from you when you were growing up, or maybe in the middle of high school, that thought maybe I don't want to be what my family is, or have you always kind of wanted to go with what your family's doing too?
so like last year, sorry about that, Bell. Last year, I
You're
wanted to
good.
be like an ath or a I don't forget what it's called, like sports management, and
Mm.
like help like
Okay.
with like the teams and like get them all right and stuff. But this year, looking at it, I want to do nursing.
All right. So my mom was a nurse. I've got a special place in my heart for nurses everywhere, at every different stage. But there are a lot of nursing jobs out there to go into. Do you have something that you want to look into, or are you just going to keep things broad and then try to narrow it down as the positions are open?
I think I'm gonna keep it open, see what I can get, and then I will probably narrow it down. I'm not totally sure yet, but I'll probably narrow it down.
What things excite you the most about leaving the nest and just being in Grove City and being able to kind of be on your own a little bit and that next chapter of life?
I, for me, I want to like a new atmosphere, like and starting new, like how I was a freshman coming in here, not knowing, like nervous. I just want to feel the same way, and then that's what like helped me like be better, like just to be wanting to see like the guy in front of me, see how he's doing, and then I want to beat him to get the starting spot.
Dude, my last question for you. I know that you've become this great young man, on and off the field, but who's helped you get there? Who are your role models? Who shaped you along the way and made you the man you are today?
I would say 100% my parents. I mean, they've been there for me through the tough times, always been at my games, my biggest supporters. My mom, the biggest supporter. My dad always helped me fix my swing when I got a bad swing, telling me to keep my shoulder down. And the next is probably my travel coach. I mean, he's always done the best for me and my team. He always looked out for us, always got us in these big tournaments, so we get scouted by colleges, and he's always been there for me when I needed for baseball.
And then, Johnny, my last question for you is: we talked about what excites you about going off into the next chapter and being on your own in Grove City. What are some comforts from home that you're going to miss the most, that you're kind of nervous about having to take care of on your own when you go and leave the nest and live by yourself in Grove City?
I would probably say cooking. I'm not the best cook. Like I gotta use like look up recipes like on TikTok, Pinterest. I could only cook eggs and rice. That's it. And I'm probably gonna miss
Well,
mostly
don't
my
worry.
parents.
Don't worry, buddy. You're in the right place. Grove City's got a lot of restaurants and a lot
Yes.
of quick
Oh
stops that
yeah,
you can fill up the old belly. So, hey, I
I'm gonna
can't
need it.
wait to see you finish out this year, certainly with the Hubbard Eagles. But dude, I got to tell you, I will root against you all but the times that you're playing against Westminster, my alma mater. But dude, you're fun to root for. You're fun to watch play baseball, and you do it the right way. Don't ever let anybody tell you you don't. We're proud of you, man. We're here for you
Thank you,
if you ever need us. But we just can't wait to see what's in store for you, brother.
thank you guys so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hubbard's very own Johnny Reyes. There he goes. Johnny! Big fan of that young man.
Yeah.
Great job of being able to handle some of those questions. Those are tough questions. You know, you don't remember when all the anxiety that goes through your mind whenever at the end of the day, hey, by the way, you're gonna be, no pun intended, you're leaving the nest to go somewhere else. And
Yeah.
you got to start basically a whole new life. It's a new
Mhm.
ladder to climb. And I think he's ready. Cooking's going to be tough, but to go to Grove City, I think we all know that they've got some great food. They got the outlets there. He's good. He's going to be just okay, mom and dad. He's going to be just fine.
And he talked about it too. Not only are you starting a new chapter and you have to live on your own and figure out all those things, you're starting back at the bottom. You're a freshman again, where you have to work yourself up into the leadership role that he's in right now in high school. And that's something that I don't think he's going to struggle with one bit. He already talked about how he's prepared for that. And I love when he said, I want to see who's in front of me and then beat him for my spot. Like he's already locked that in. Like whoever's going to be in my position, I'm going to go there with the mindset that I'm going to beat them out and get their spot so I can be on that team.
He's a competitor, man. He's a catcher, and he's an absolute dog. And we can't wait to see what he has in store in his future. And certainly, hey, it ain't over yet. Hubbard Eagles are always in the race in the NE8 and certainly can make a run going into the playoffs. Can't wait to watch this team and what they're able to do this year. Congratulations. Johnny Reyes, we appreciate you, baby. Johnny Baseball.